Hi, this is Jamie Bloom. Today I am going to be showing you all some easy tricks for your makeup. Now, being in the makeup industry for the last 6 years, my most popular question is always, how do I do the smoky eye look? Now, you can actually do the smoky eye with any shade of eyeshadow. I know generally we think of the dark blacks or grays, the really dark eyeshadow, but you can do a day look also with any color. So let me show you the tools that you're going to need to do your smoky eye. We're going to start off with an eyeshadow primer, and the primer just helps to keep your eyeshadow in place so that it's not melting off during the day. It'll also stop it from creasing. It makes your eyeshadow color look more bright or darker. You're going to need your eyeshadow. I chose a palette here that has three colors that kind of go together, and they are in the purple family. So this is going to be a day look, not quite that nightclub look, but you could use the same colors for that. You would just want to do them a little more intense than you would during the day. You're going to need some brushes. So a regular eyeshadow brush is fine. If you have a crease brush, that's going to help you get a little more definition, but it's not necessary. And then having a line brush just to finish off at the end is going to be beneficial. And then of course your mascara. So we'll get started. You want to make sure you have all of your old eye makeup taken off, that everything is clean, and then we'll start with your eye primer. So I'm just going to do this to myself through the video. So you want to cover your primer, or cover your lid from your lash line all the way up to your eyebrow. Don't put it on too thick or it'll take a while to dry. Just nice and light. Then we're going to get started with the color. So from my palette here, I have my light, medium, and dark, and we're going to start with the medium shade. So we're going to go with this kind of a pinkish purple color. And when you're applying the medium shade, you want to do from your lash line to your crease line. And if you feel your eyelid, right where your eyeball and your bone kind of meet, that's your crease line. So you want to apply the color all the way to that crease line. You can do light, just a couple little coats, or you can keep adding until you have it as dark as you want it. That's just going to set the base. Then you want to go to your light shade, your highlighter. Your highlighter color is going to go from your crease to your eyebrow. Alright, so we're halfway there. So now this is where the smoky eye comes in. So you're going to go to your darkest shade that you're using for the day. And like I said, if you have a crease brush, that might be more beneficial or make it a little easier to get the definition. And when you're applying this, you want to start along your lash line, and you're going to build. You're just going to keep building up. to get the smoky eye look, you want to be going above the crease line. Because if you look at yourself in the mirror when you open your eyes, you don't see your lid anymore. So you need to make sure the color goes above that bone or above that line just so you're going to actually see it. And if you just keep the brush on the lid as you're applying, kind of like you're blending, and you're going to concentrate the color mainly on the outside here. If you think of a V at the corner, so you can start with one coat and then keep building until you're happy with it. So now when I look straight at you and I open my eyes, you can see the color still. Okay? Now I'll go ahead and do the smoky eye on the other side. Now a trick to make your eyes look bigger if you have smaller set eyes is to keep the darker colors concentrated on the outside edges. And the same for when we're applying your liner later. I'll show you that you want to just stop halfway to your eye. Or halfway, you know, the middle of your eye. Remember, you need to be going above the crease line. Okay, so right now it kind of looks intense. There's no eyeshadow, no liner, or I'm sorry, no liner, no mascara, so it's just really dark shadow. But if you feel like you're getting too dark, just go back to your highlight, that lightest shade you have, and that's how you're going to blend it in at the end. Applying a little bit right in the middle, right where those colors meet. You have your medium shade, your dark shade, and your light shade. You can kind of blend them all together. Add a little bit more highlight color on the top. And there we have the majority of your eyeshadow done. To finish it off, you're going to want your line brush, so a super skinny brush, and then actually grab a little bit of water. Just a very small drop. And just kind of add that right onto the brush. Get your brush wet, but you don't want it sopping so it's not like dripping off the brush. And then go back to your darkest shade again. Any eyeshadow you have you can use for your liner. It's a really great way to make sure all your colors are matching. You just use the shadow. So adding water is just going to make it thicker, and it's going to act more like a liner instead of a shadow. When you're applying your liner, just anchor your skin so you're not moving that around. Start at the edge. Apply. I need a little more here. just like you would a regular eyeliner. And remember, if you have smaller eyes, just stop halfway. And then you'll want to do about 1/4 of the way underneath. So that's one eye done. Add more water if you need to throughout, but my brush is still pretty wet. So I'll go ahead and do the other side. And we'll go to underneath. And another tip with your eyeliner, when you're putting eyeliner under your eye, you don't want to go on the lid, the inner lid. You want to be under your lash line. Alright, so we're almost done. There's our liner and our shadow. If you're wanting a little more definition, you can also take your dark shadow again with your brush, your regular eyeshadow brush, and just put a little bit underneath on that edge. And then you'll want to finish off your eyes with a mascara. Mascara is going to help really finish off your smoky eye look and get that dramatic look that you want. Feel free to add a couple coats, let it dry, and then reapply until you're happy with your mascara. Don't forget the bottom lashes. I generally do one coat on the bottom just because I don't like it to be too thick on the bottom. And there you go. An easy day smoky eye look, and not black colors. It's purple. Thank you.